We're joined once again by General Jack Keane. We're talking about the extraordinary, aggressive posture that the Chinese have taken globally, certainly in the Asia-Pacific region, but more uncomfortably, perhaps, in this hemisphere. This administration has inherited something that passive patience, strategic patience, the Obama administration called it. There's really very little room for patience now with China because they're investing hundreds of billions of dollars in this hemisphere.
Yeah, I mean, the strategic bet that many thoughtful leaders made in this country, that as China was expanding economically more progressively, open markets, heading towards even a consumer-based market system, and some elements of capitalism, there was a thought that by doing that, and if we help them do that, then political reform would follow. But we've lost that bet. There's no doubt about the fact that China is an authoritarian regime, much more so today than they were during Deng Xiaoping's entire process of economic opening.
You know, the idea that businessmen and women, but the leaders, and I can't tell you how many times I've had a CEO say to me over the last several decades, you know, we're going into China, and we're, you know, if we only get back $1 from each consumer, my company will win on its investment strategy. And they look like damn fools today because they were then. Instead of looking to this hemisphere, to this country, avoiding the home market, we've watched millions of people lose their jobs. We have seen the manufacturing leave and now return because of this president. We are now watching much the same process because we're looking at, I don't know if you can call it benign neglect, but let's give corporate America at least the benefit of the doubt and call it benign neglect in this hemisphere. Why in the world can't we be investing in Central America, in South America? I'm talking about business, not government, and try to do for our neighbors what we did for China, which is arguably the most powerful rival this country faces strategically, economically, militarily.
Yeah, well, absolutely we can. And when you look at what China's strategy is, it's really quite extraordinary. Their economic engine that they use as a predator, as a bully at times, and particularly among emerging nations, really is intended to give them geopolitical influence and control. That's what this is all about. And
if not dominance.
And if not dominance. They clearly want to dominate the Indo-Pacific, and as President Xi has said more than once, replace the United States as the world's global leader. And they have a strategy to do that. The military expansion, in addition to this economic engine, is really quite significant. They have closed the technology gap that we had an advantage on over them to a large degree. They have more combat ships than the United States Navy has today. They have advanced missiles that we do not have. They can take their offensive missiles and range all of our bomber bases in the Pacific before we launch a single bomber if confrontation broke out. They can keep our carrier battle group at bay with long-range anti-ship missiles that would swarm at those ships. When we looked at this on the Commission of National Defense Strategy for a year, here's what we concluded. If we had to fight China today, militarily, the personal losses and high-value asset losses would be comparable to something that we witnessed going all the way back to the Korean War and World War II. We haven't seen anything like this in decades. Secondly, as Admiral Davison said, who just took over the command in the Pacific, said there's no guarantee that we could win a war today against China because of the military capability that they have advanced.
And that's the Chief of Naval Operations speaking, the man in charge.
He commands the Indo-Pacific Command. He would fight the war. We, on the commission, concluded that we would struggle to win and we could possibly lose. And why is this? We have not taken care of our military capability. 9/11 wars, for one reason, and this absolutely reckless and irresponsible sequestration or Buzzer Control Act, which literally kneecapped the United States military.
And when the president talks about a national emergency, he means a national emergency because, as you were outlining, the confrontation with China is global, it's economic, it is potentially military, and it is existential if we are not extraordinarily responsive to the threats and the challenges that China poses. General, as always, great to have you here.
Yeah, good talking to you, Lou.